I did everything I was supposed to do. And when it wasn't enough, I realized the problem wasn't me. I was furloughed and laid off last year. It was a wild ride, but I'm better for it, I think. I'm still looking for my next role and building my own side hustle, company, whatever you want to call it. But it's been a very interesting journey, and I'm super excited to be on it, despite the ups and the downs. All that to be said, I think it's really interesting because you, or at least me, I've found that I have, in a way, not so much grief, but maybe a little bit of mourning for the things that I feel I lost. I guess it's maybe grieving or mourning a life that looked successful on paper, but didn't feel like it was in alignment with who I am and where I want to go with my career. So it's been interesting, to say the least. I think there's mourning the version of myself that tried so hard. When I say I did everything on paper, I did. I worked the hours I was supposed to work, went above and beyond, received high marks on my projects and my work and my review. But at the end of the day, it didn't get me anywhere, really. There was very minimal compensation increase. There was no title change, and it was very demoralizing to feel like I was doing everything that I was supposed to and not getting anywhere because of that. Life looked successful. I had the job, I had the income, I had what looked like opportunities, but really they just weren't there. And I don't know if maybe that's because I outgrew the role I was in from all the growth that I had, or if it was something else. But it still can be hard at times. I can't dwell on it. I can't think too much about it. It's just the reality of the situation. But part of the morning is letting go of things that could have been, things that I had worked really hard for and was hoping for. When I was let go, I was looking forward to progressing my career through additional training and new projects and just all sorts of opportunities, including really putting my head down and ensuring that the next time annual reviews came around, I was promoted. But those futures are all gone now, at least in the way that I had imagined them being. There's certainly other things that have come from this. I now have the opportunity to go back and get my project management certificate. And that's been something that's just been a surprise, but I'm very, very thankful for it. It's one of the silver linings, I suppose. But that being said, there's still this change. My future's not looking how I thought it was going to look. On the one hand, that's really sad. It's hard to let go of things that I had planned for, and now I've got to look at them a little differently and maybe figure out what they're going to look like. And that's a process. I think, it all takes time, basically, and trial and error. I'm unfortunate, I feel it's unfortunate that I'm not having the same learning opportunities and hands-on experience with clients in the project management space, and I don't have the same support and network in that space that I did while I was still employed at my last company. But all that to be said, I've learned so much, and outside of it, it's opened opportunities to get back to being creative and trying new things like this YouTube channel, and finally getting to blogging and just kind of feeling like myself again. I missed being creative. I missed trying new things. I missed having the energy to do that. So I'm grateful for that. But I think it all is Um, it's important to make space for the gratitude amongst the sadness of the things that maybe you feel you've lost. There's so many things I have to be grateful for. I learned so much from my last role, and I gave everything I had, and I know that. So that's something to be, to be grateful for. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and um, despite this little bit of Mourning's version of myself that I tried so hard and didn't get the future I imagined for. I don't feel weaker for it. I think there's strength in reflection and um and yeah, that's just kind of that, and looking forward to opportunities and exploration. It's a time that I get to really look at what I want and the opportunities that I want in my next role. I feel like I get to mold that for myself. I have said in the past, I feel like I get to pick up pieces of my past role, I guess you could say, that all fell on the ground and fell apart. And I get to pick up what is meaningful to me, what I want to pursue more of. I get to put them back together in a way that suits me and where I'm at in this season of life. And 'cause I just think that's really cool. It's not a descriptive word, but I do think it's an opportunity not a lot of people get very often. So um yeah, I kind of running out of thoughts and ideas on this one. It's hard to put into words unless you've really experienced it yourself. But um yeah, I'm just looking forward to the journey and seeing where it goes, and just just moving forward. It's a weird place to be in, but as reflective as I can be on it and learning from the past, and looking forward to the future and what that's going to look like, how it's going to be built. So lots of things going on. I know I try to focus mostly on travel on this channel, but I think it's good to talk about the real life behind the glamour of the travel and the fun that people get to see. Sometimes I think we forget there's a person behind all the travel content that does have a life and balances a 9 to 5, and the realities that come along with that life as well. So looking forward to more in this series. I hope you are too, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.